Imagine it is getting dark and you've decided to go out for a walk or a run. As the light grows dim, suddenly you jump. Startled, you've almost been run down by a car, bike, or maybe even another runner, because now it's dark and you cannot be seen. Now, turn on your flashlight and voila, you can be seen, but what about all those other unlit pedestrians? The website Very Well Fit says that if you like walking, running, biking, or any other activity in the dark or in low light circumstances, the most important safety rule is to be seen. The National Highway Safety Administration tells us that 26% of pedestrian fatalities occur between 6 and 9 p.m. Therefore, if you want to walk or ride between dusk and dawn, you should be well lit up, because South Carolina Department of Transportation states that we are third in the United States for pedestrian fatalities, moving up from 6 in 2014. There is a solution, and it is threefold to preventing pedestrian fatalities and injuries. First, let's educate residents and visitors to the importance of how to improve their safety when out in the dark. Second, use common sense. And third, continue to press our representatives to implement the South Carolina Multimodal Transportation Plan for improved safety. In today's busy environment, drivers are distracted, zoned out, texting, looking at their phones. Add low light and the glare from oncoming headlights, and pedestrians are invisible. This correlates with a problem that is close to home, the student fatalities on 544. According to News Channel 9 in September 2013, another Coastal Carolina student, 18-year-old Elizabeth Gorchak, was hit and killed while walking across 544. In October of 2016, News 15 reported Coastal Carolina student, 19-year-old Rylan Bela, was hit and killed while crossing 544 near the Monarch Apartments. And just this past year, Kaylee Larimore, reporting for the Chandelier, wrote on August 20th, a woman was hit by a car late Saturday night crossing 544. Anyone who has been on South Carolina 544 has experienced the 4 lanes of fast-moving traffic that borders on Coastal Carolina University, with students constantly crossing the road. Sometimes they wait at the lights, but they can also be in the median. Just like today, as I drove past, I saw a student standing in the middle of 544 wearing headphones, hoodie, backpack, nothing to improve his safety, and had it been night, I would have not been able to see him. The Sun News reports, as a result of these fatalities, Coastal Carolina President David DeCianzio created an ad hoc committee to address the issue of safety for students when crossing 544. Some of the possible solutions included better lighting, more crosswalks, taking the speed limit down from 40 to 30, and a pedestrian overpass. When a poll on Twitter, Chandelier's Twitter, asked in less than a year, 2 people have been hit on 544 near the university, one fatally. Do you think a pedestrian bridge should be installed? 92% said yes, with 8% saying that it wouldn't help. After much discussion, a barrier wall in the middle of 544 has been proposed. Mike Wooden, the president of DCC Engineers and the former chair of the South Carolina Transportation Commission, says that the barrier is the best option because it is by far the best alternative, because it is the only one that's going to be used by forcing pedestrians to cross at the intersections. Apparently, none of the $32 million that was approved for expansion of the Brooks Stadium was earmarked for safety improvements on 544, and due to the bureaucracy, there is no timeline that has been set to build this barrier wall. Therefore, perhaps the next step would be a public safety campaign promoting common sense safety measures that improve one's chances of being seen in the dark. Similar to the seatbelt law, click it and ticket. Very Well Fit states walking or running after dark is not the same as in the daylight. Pedestrians need to observe 3 simple rules. Use sidewalks and off-road paths rather than the street. Walk facing traffic so you can see and react to vehicles. Use extra caution when crossing the streets. Drivers do not expect pedestrians to be out walking at night. Can anyone see the figure in the middle? Don White, owner of Black Dog Running Company here in Market Commons, says the best way to illuminate at night is to wear reflective stripes on your arms and legs, as well have lights on your head and on your feet. Websites Very Well Click and Runner World offer safety advice and the reviews of the top 10 best night running devices. Real close to home, every year the Myrtle Beach Chamber of Commerce says that we have an average of 14 million visitors, and the pedestrian statistics are looking grim. NHTSA, the traffic safety facts show that nationwide in 2015, 5,376 people were killed in pedestrian vehicle motor crashes. This represents the highest number of pedestrians killed since 1996. As well, there's been a 15% increase in injuries and a 12% increase in fatalities since 2006. Without a safety awareness campaign, will the odds of fewer pedestrian injuries and fatalities decrease? Not according to the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety, that states 70% of pedestrian deaths were male and 34% had a blood alcohol content over the legal limit, which sounds like Beach Week to me. There is light at the end of the tunnel. It is the South Carolina Multimodal Transportation Plan, with Goal 9 being to make walking and street crossing safer, to be gradually implemented over the next 22 years. In the time being, don't hesitate to contact your county representative about the current problem areas where you live and ask what's being done to improve safety. Remember, the most important safety rule is to be seen. So if you are out in the dark, early or late, for safety's sake, please illuminate. Thank you.